get into what kind of person Jada and Lil Baby are, because I have no idea. I don't know anything about them. So I figured that we could figure out their personalities first and look into that. Jada seems really cool to hang out with, and I recently found out she's a Libra, like myself. And not to toot my own horn, but Libras, we make great friends and companions. I'm just saying. Shout out to all the Libras. So Jada seems very cool. Lil Baby, I don't know much about him at all. Honestly, I don't know much about any of them. Um, so I guess let's look into Jada. Let's see what kind of personality she has. Okay, so I have my archetype cards here. And for those who are not familiar with this deck, it's like the personality deck. Okay. So I'm just gonna pull 3 cards and let's see. Just tell me 3 character traits of Jada. So ancestors, give me 3 cards showing me the personality of Jada. What kind of person is she? What can you tell us about her? So thank you. Thank you. Okay. Guide. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay, so the first thing that they're telling me, I have Destroyer. It says releasing what is potentially destructive, preparing for a new life. So right now she's obviously going through a transition. I know a lot of people see that her and Lil Baby have broken up, and many people, I'm sure, are like, they'll be back together. But with this Destroyer card, it seems as though that reminds me of the Tower card, and it's kind of like something happening to you and you're having to start all over. So it seems like she has moments like that planned in her lifetime where she has to figure things out, start from the ground up. But it's basically challenges that she's created for herself, for her soul, to overcome. So she's very strong-willed and strong-minded, especially with this Saboteur card here. It says highlights your fear of self-empowerment and the changes it would bring to your life. So with that card, it kind of says that, not even it kind of, guys, I'm just going to keep it real. This card is about sabotaging yourself. This card is about knowing something's not good for you, but doing it anyway. So it seems that Jada has like this fearlessness to her where she's like, I'm just going to go all in. I'm just going to go for it. But if you see in the picture here, like this person, they're in a air balloon, and they like have a needle, and they're about to pop the air balloon. And y'all know what happens. You're in an air balloon and you're about to pop it. Like, your ass gonna be floating in the sky until you drop down. So I feel like they're talking about her situation right now and basically saying that she's putting an end to something that's not beneficial in her life. And I'm hoping with the sabotage card that it's saying that she's realizing that she tends to do this to herself. She tends to sabotage herself in certain situations. But with the guide card, it shows that she's very spiritual as well. And so she knows that she's guided by her ancestors. I wouldn't be surprised if Jada goes to someone occasionally or once in a while to get a reading and check up on herself, check up on her finances. Um, yeah, I'm pretty sure with this guide card that Jada prays, and I believe Jada prays a lot. So that's in a nutshell, Jada. I believe my ancestors gave me Jada's personality at this time. Her realizing that she has to start anew, and if it be the single life, it's the single life, and she's realizing that she sabotages herself at times, and that she needs to, um, like be woke, basically. Watch who the people she has around her, and not be naive to people sabotaging her as well, because sometimes we'll have these groups of people and just think everybody is our friend, and unfortunately that's not always the case. So yeah. All right. I knew I liked Jada. Okay. And I'm pretty sure that a lot of you guys watching this can relate, having to start over. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a relationship, it could be something as far as someone passing away in your family, losing a job, having to go through certain things with your kids. So, all of us have moments where we have that tower moment where we have to start all over again, or we have to figure things out. So Jada's just one of those moments in her life right now. All right, now tell me about Lil Baby. Tell me about Lil Baby. Tell me about Lil Baby, Source. Tell me about Lil Baby. What is Lil Baby's personality? I guess we'll go with at this time, since that seems like that's what we're doing. What's Lil Baby's personality at this time? All right. I feel like Lil Baby is about his money right now, and Jada is as well. But Jada is realizing why she does the things that she's do. So she's going within herself. She's becoming more spiritual. Oh, Lil Baby has some. So Lil Baby is feeling like a victim right now. Okay. Bottom of the card is, bottom of the deck is Thief. Thief, and then it's also the heart there. So he feels like he don't know who to trust. In a lot of cases, it's in the case of women. He feel like they're all just money hungry and trying to go after the bag. But there's also guys as well that he realizes he needs to. So I feel like Jada and Lil Baby are both on guard with their crew and who they have around them and who they can trust. So we have the victim card here. So Lil Baby is feeling like a victim. He's feeling like he's being taken advantage of. But this is crazy, guys, because the Pioneer card is here, and Lil Baby is not coming to play. Okay, I'm seeing that clearly with the Pioneer card. Lil Baby is like, yes, I'm gonna make this money rapping, but I'm also gonna put my money in other ventures as well. Like, I'm creating this generational wealth. I came from the streets, but I'll be damned if I go back. That's definitely Lil Baby's attitude. He feels like a victim at this time because he feels very alone. And I believe this goes back to his relationship with Jada. I feel like she's a clutch for him. She's someone that he definitely feels he can trust. But at this time, he's even in questioning Jada as well. And whether, everything that he thought he knew about her is actually true. And it's basically him being in his emotions. Is he a Scorpio? No offense to all the Scorpios, but you guys tend to jump to conclusions. I have a lot of Scorpio in my chart, so I know I tend to do that as well. But all right, so we have Rebel. Challenges authority to affect social change. Okay, so I'm not feeling the Rebel card here because it's showing that he's kind of leaning away from his higher self and moving more towards material goods. meaning he's not going within himself to figure out what's best for him. He's looking for outside rewards to not benefit him but fulfill him. And so with this rebel card, I do not think that that's going to make him happy. So even though he's making big changes in his life to make sure he has this generational wealth, he also is venturing far from his higher self, from what he truly wants in life and truly needs in his life, and looking to the money and that giving him the joy that he feels that he needs. He also feels that he wants to make a difference, but he doesn't know where to start and how to do that quite yet. So I feel like with him venturing off from his higher self, he may end up forgetting about the people for a minute, forgetting about the neighborhoods that he came from those who are still living in poverty and going through what they're going through in their everyday lives of struggle, because he's so caught up in what he's doing and not coming back to the whole reason why he's here in the first place. So it's understandable, because fame and fortune, guys, I heard is a beast. You know, I cannot say this is exactly how it is, because I'm not famous and I don't have the fortune. But I will have the fortune. I'm manifesting that right now. But anyway, so it's very difficult to maneuver, and being young and starting out, it's understandable. But I just hope that Lil Baby not only has mentors who have it like that, but mentors who are also spiritual and who are in alignment with themselves, so that they can make sure that they can mentor him into staying in alignment on his passion towards his higher self, so that he doesn't venture off. Because you can have all this money, you can be have your money in all of these avenues, and your money be making money and that money making money, but still not be happy. So he has to be in alignment with himself for sure, and get out of this victim mentality too. He's definitely in his feelings right now. So that's a little bit about Lil Baby and Jada. Okay. So now we're going to go into what kind of relationship did Jada and Lil Baby have. Okay. All right. So I have my romance cards here. First card, unrequited love. So obviously, I think we saw a lot of that, of Lil Baby, spoiling Jada. So he loves to spoil her, show her how much he loves her. Tell us more about Lil Baby and Jada's relationship, sis, please. Tell us more about their... Lil Baby loves how Jada respects herself. She has a lot of self-respect and a lot of self-love. So he loves that about her. There were times where, even with him, she put herself first. And they had good conversations. They had good conversations with one another. Looked like they even talked about having another child at one point, too. So he's very attracted to her. We have the flirt card here. So Lil Baby and Jada just loved how easy it was to be around each other. There were qualities that Lil Baby loved about Jada, such as, like I said, the self-respect she has for herself. And Jada likewise likes how Lil Baby carries himself as well. And another thing that she likes about him is how intellectual he is. So they can carry on really intellectual conversations. He's very smart, and she's learned a lot from him business-wise, and he's learned a lot from her business-wise as well. So they really like piggyback off of each other, and being with each other is just so easy. But it seems like it got to a point where it became difficult. So let's see what happened as to why they're not together anymore, why they're having issues. Okay. Alright, source, tell me why Jada and Lil Baby relationship is not working. What is the problem? What's the issue? Seven of Cups. Not spending enough time together. I see cheating here as well. Seems as though Lil Baby also wanted to use gifts and money as a way to compensate. Queen of Swords came out in reverse. Okay, so what I see here is basically their lifestyles is what got in the way. You know, the way that they're living. Lil Baby is here doing his own thing. Jada is doing her own thing, respectively. You know, they're grinding, they're making things happen. But at the same time, that can take a toll on a relationship. Jada felt at some point that she wasn't in her element when she was with Lil Baby, and she felt like she had to continuously be defensive at a certain point in a relationship with him, you know, and she doesn't trust him. She doesn't trust him. And now, because sometimes he would say he's working when he wouldn't be working, she would find out later on that he would be doing other things. He was out of the house a lot. He was out a lot. I see someone here drinking. I don't know if it's Jada drinking. Looked like she was drinking a lot as well. She was going out a lot, and he wasn't feeling that either. Because Lil Baby is the type where it's like, if you're going out, I need to be there where you're at. And if I'm not there, I don't feel comfortable with you being out there. So he felt like with also giving her money and giving her gifts that it was going to be a way to distract her from being out with her friends, having a good time. But it didn't. It didn't. It was like, thank you for the gift. Now I'm going to go to Jamaica. I'll see you when I get back. So, what do you guys think about that? All right, I have my other... All right, so let's see how they feel about each other right now. Like, what are their feelings about one another right now? Let's see. Okay, give me Jada's feelings towards Baby right now. What's Jada's feelings towards Baby right now, source? Okay, let's see. I am grateful for the spiritual lesson. I told you guys that she was going within herself first, evaluating why she keeps making certain decisions in her life. You and I were too young. Sometimes I stay awake thinking about you. So she still loves her baby daddy. She's still, or the father of her child. I know some people don't like when you say baby daddy. She still loves the father of her child. She's attracted to him. Oh, what's under that? It was my fault, but I blamed you. So now Jada's looking back like, did I overreact? Did I do too much? Was I being too spiteful? So she's kind of thinking back on on how everything played out and if she did everything the right way. So in Libra fashion, we're going back and forth on the scale, indecisive on whether we should move on or not. But that's what Jada's going through right now. She's back and forth like a seesaw right now in her head, guys, on whether or not she made the right decision with backing away from Lil Baby. But I believe that there's going to be something or some things that happen that's going to make her say, nah, I made the right choice. Okay, so let's see how Lil Baby feels about Jada right now. How does Lil Baby feel about Jada right now? So how does Lil Baby feel about Jada right now? What did I tell y'all? I hide behind material things. I told you guys, he's pioneering and he's going after this money, but at the same time, he's getting farther and farther from his higher self. He's getting out of alignment. And he's using these material things to make her happy, but that's not the only thing. I remember Tiny having that same issue with T.I. You know, he would be doing his thing and come home with the Lambo and everything like that, but yet the problems are still there. All right, how else? I wish I could share my good news with you. Telling y'all, he's making moves. He's making moves. He's making things happen for himself, for his children, for his children's children. He didn't come out here to play. So, looks like they're not talking right now, at least not in that way. So they're both awake, thinking about each other. They're both awake, thinking about it. I replay our conversations over and over. It's something that she said, and he's like, I can't believe she said that. What's behind that? I am grateful for the spiritual lesson. So they're both like-minded people, like there's things, that's why they're able to have good conversations with each other, because they're able to understand each other and they kind of speak the same language. That's why a lot of their cards are looking the same. All right. Okay. Now. All right. I want to see what relationship they had in their past life. For those who are not aware, I believe that our souls reincarnate, and this is not the first time that we've been on Earth. Fix my camera. Okay, so I want to know, in their most significant past life together, who were they to one another? Oh, they had a past life in Egypt. Okay. Who were they to one another? Oh, these cards are just flying out. Okay, they left Egypt. And they had a love relationship in Egypt. It looked like they left. So I wouldn't be surprised if Jada and Lil Baby, if they ever made a trip out to Egypt, that they would feel nostalgia while being there, because they do have a past life where they were in Egypt. Trust and faith. So whatever they believed in Egypt, that's what. Oh, wow. That statue reminds me of the Great Sphinx in Egypt. You know what? I think that I wouldn't be surprised if Lil Baby and Jada went to Egypt sometime in the future and go to the Great Sphinx. That's what I'm seeing here. They're taking a break. I believe it's going to be a long break, but it may not be over, guys. It may not be over. So they had quite a few past lives together. That's what these cards are definitely telling me. Look at this. I'm getting Atlantis, ships, and vows. They traveled a lot together, so it is not surprising that they travel a lot now in this life. We got 2 cards about travel and traveling to different places. So they have had multiple past lives together as lovers. So okay. Now what I want to do is see what lessons were put in place for Jada and Lil Baby to learn in their relationship, because in every relationship that we have, whether it be boyfriend, girlfriend, mother, father, sister, brother, whatever relationship that we have, teacher, student, it's there to teach us something. So what lesson is Lil Baby and Jada supposed to learn from their relationship source? Show me, thank you. Joy. So they're definitely supposed to have a good time together. So this space that they're in, it's not supposed to be that way. Faith, this is the second time that they've had faith. So they need to tap into their spirituality in order to get back to that point where they are cordial with one another, you know. And I get right here too that their ancestors do like them together. And it's saying that they can make money together as well. But I am getting that they're young and they need time. They need time apart to live lives away from each other. We have 2 other cards. Came out in reverse. Self-worth and confusion. This is the higher self card. Along with this too, self-worth. Being in alignment with yourself, having self-worth. And I feel like this is Jada, confused, and this is Lil Baby. You know, he sees the throne right there, but he's not being aligned with his higher self when he's taking that throne. He's looking at the nice, beautiful chair, but he's not looking at where it's coming from. It's coming from source. And balance. Okay. So this confusion card, it talks about going up a mountain after breaking up and being in a relationship that didn't work for you, and going up this mountain and realizing that if you climb this mountain, you can do anything in your life. You know? And that what you went through with that relationship isn't that bad after all. It's kind of a you can conquer anything type of card. So that card is definitely for Jada. Okay. All right. Let's see what messages does Jada and what does Jada's ancestors have to say? What does Jada's ancestors have to say? What's Jada's ancestors? What's your message to Jada? Okay, we had cards that popped out. Miracles and blessings. Everything has its gifts. So if she's feeling down right now, don't worry. Everything's going to pan out exactly how you want it. Demonstrate love. Find out what is important to those you love and act on it. Okay, so do what makes you happy. Be there for the ones that you love. Spend quality time together. Listen and talk to each other. I do believe that their ancestors want this relationship for them, for sure. They do. They want her to know everything's going to be bottom of the deck. There is more going on than meets the eye. So Jada needs to know that it's all looking bad and downhill from here as far as the relationship goes, but that's not the case. She has a whole bunch of blessings ahead of her. And I see another baby. I see, what is this, a little girl? I don't know. I feel like this is a little girl. There's definitely another baby coming. I want to say 2 to 4 years. So guys, it may be over right now, but I don't believe it's over forever. So they really want them to work it out. At least Jada's ancestors do. Let's see what Lil Baby's ancestors want to say about the relationship. Lil Baby's ancestors, what do you guys want to say about this relationship with Lil Baby? With you guys is Baby, Lil Baby, and Jada. Honesty is a sin. So he's not being honest with her. He lied to her. And just like the Queen of Swords, she has her back to him. She hates liars. And who doesn't? Be willing to express love. Express love to receive love. Romance. Lavish the one you love with personal attention and affection. Bottom of the deck, true love. This love is once in a lifetime. Okay, yeah. So Lil Baby's ancestors love Jada even more than Jada's ancestors love Lil Baby. Like, Jada's ancestors are saying, give it a try. Everything's going to work out. Just, wait and see. Give it time. And Lil Baby's ancestors are saying, she's the one. If you mess this up, we don't know how long we'll be able to get you another one like her. She's the one. Take care of her, love her, treasure her. Be real with her. It seems like Lil Baby is kind of getting too much. He's starting to change. The money is starting to change him. So he needs to get back to self. He needs to remember where he came from, and who he is, and not forget that. He could lose everything if he does not. And what I mean by everything is I'm not talking about money. I'm talking about everything that you value, because everything that you value is not necessarily just money. It's family, it's good friends, good people around you, good foundation, stability on all levels. All right, let's see. I always felt like Jada and Lil Baby, well, all of us in general, should be doing something, have some type of purpose in our life. So let's see if their purpose is in alignment with what they're doing. So show me Jada's purpose first. What is Jada's purpose in this life? What is she meant to be doing? What is her passion? What is she meant to be doing in this life? Show me in the cards. Thank you. Light and love. Cooking. Okay. You're free to do what you choose. So whatever she decides to do in general, they said that if they could pick one specifically, it would be cooking, and eating healthy specifically. And okay, they're talking about the relationship. They're saying let go of the relationship in order to resolve it. Start reading books. Start reading books to occupy your time. Take a break from the relationship. But as far as what she should be doing, they're saying whatever she does, they're supporting her with it. Her ancestors are supporting her with whatever she does. They know that she's gonna put her love, light into it, her whole being into it. She's, whatever she does, she's very passionate about. She's very positive about it. So they're basically saying you have the freedom to do what it is you want to do, because we know that you're going to give it justice. So good for Jada. All right. Now, Lil Baby. What's Lil Baby's purpose? What should Lil Baby be doing? Is it what he's doing now? What should Lil Baby be doing? What's his purpose, Source? Thank you. Body work. Exercising. He's not exercising enough? Massage therapy. Something with his body. Definitely should be working with crystals. Keep doing what you're doing because it's working. You're on the right path. So they're basically saying what he's doing to make money is what he should be doing. But he needs to incorporate things that will get him back to self. And the best way to do that for Lil Baby is through his body. So he can either meditate by exercising, meditate by doing yoga, meditate by just meditating, getting crystals and utilizing crystals. But they're saying that he's doing what he's supposed to be doing as far as career-wise, but he needs to tap into his body. I feel like he's not eating right. And not only is he not eating right, but he's not spiritually getting in tune to self. So, yeah, that's what I'm seeing here. All right. All right, so I want to see what's going to happen. Oh, actually, I wanted one last thing, guys. I have my self-care cards, and I wanted to see what Jada should be doing at this time to heal and move on for the time being, you know. Source, what should Jada be doing right now to heal and also get her mind right, continue to focus, learning, growing. Okay, let's see. Thank you, Source. Burning bowl ritual. And you see, Jada's had 2 cards that says let go. So they're definitely let go of the relationship right now. And she's had 2 cards that says read. Girl, you need to read. I feel like Jada has been, listen, I have a lot of books that I bought, and I'm just now getting started in reading them. So I feel like it's the same thing. She has a lot of books that she done purchased, and they just sitting there. She says she gonna get to them. She haven't got to them yet. And they saying get to those books. Clean your space. I believe she's been running around a lot, so I'm pretty sure she probably got clothes thrown here, things thrown there. So just have somebody, take care of that for you, or take out some time to clean up. And positive affirmations. So this is for everyone. You can write down positive affirmations. I love myself. I adore myself. I treasure myself. I am abundant. I am loved. I am treasured. I have everything I ever wanted in my life. Just manifesting, saying all these great, wonderful things for yourself. And then you can just burn them. Just give it up to the universe and let the universe know how you feel. So another way to have positive affirmations too is they have YouTube videos. You could just type in positive affirmations or self-love affirmations, and it'll just pop up, and you can go to sleep with that playing, and it talks to your subconscious mind. So that's just some thoughts out there. Let's do Lil Baby. Let's not be biased. Let's do the men as well. Let's see. What should Lil Baby be doing right now to be healing and basically get his mind right? Because I see that he's out of alignment right now. But he won't be like that forever, right? We're going to manifest that for Lil Baby. Okay. So what does Lil Baby need to be doing? Beauty ritual. Okay, as you guys know, this is like, he needs to just take care of it. Go get a massage done, you know, soak in a bath. He needs like a spiritual bath. He need, look for fairies. He needs to, okay, he's getting to the point where he's taking life way too seriously. That's what the look for fairies mean. Like, go out into nature, go take you a spiritual bath, you know, have you a spa day, like take care of yourself. He's getting to the point where he's not taking care of himself and he just focused just about business. Hydrate. He's not even drinking enough water. So he's not taking care of his body. He's just on the go, 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 doing everything that he needs to do business wise, that he's forgetting about self. He's forgetting about himself. If he runs out of energy, if he runs out of tank, he's not going to be able to do anything. So he needs to make sure that he's taking care of himself. Lil Baby is not taking care of himself, guys. You know? So he needs to take care of him. You can still make money, still make moves, and still make time for yourself. So he needs to do that. And make sure he drinks water. Just drink water. Meditate. But I don't know what it is, but a lot of people don't like to meditate. And I'm telling you, once you get into it, it's the best feeling ever. All right, that's my reading on Jada and Lil Baby. I know that's different than probably what you've seen in the past or in other readings, but my readings are just different. They just hit different. All right, you guys, until next time, see you guys. Bye.